Hi there guys, welcome back to the First Steps of Business. Now, I would like to discuss with you something about mortgages, something that I've learned along this path, shall I say. A little while ago, me and my partner, we were stuck because of the fact that I started my new business up offline, my hairdressing salon, which I'm selling at the moment, and she's self-employed. And we were finding it hard because where she moved from one premises and brought it home, they classified that as, you know, a cut in the business because it was within a time scale. The business took a drop because of the fact that most people didn't know where she was until we got the word out. Now, the other step was the fact that I just started up and only had a few years of accounts. So we had to try and remortgage our property because the mortgage was up for renewal. Now, we couldn't do it back then. For some reason, we spoke to one mortgage advisor. He turned around and said to us, stay where you are. Because of the fact that you are in a mortgage, if you try to remortgage and they turn around and say, actually, you can't afford this mortgage, then we'll be stuck. So I was a bit, taken back from that. So I said, okay, we don't touch anything, we'll stay where we are. And then a couple of years later, we tried to remortgage again. Same boat, you know, the fact that the business has been running for about 3 years or 4 years by then, the accounts still wasn't, no, I think it was 3 years, the account still wasn't enough to borrow the money that we needed to borrow. Now, we've got a 4-bedroom house, we pay all the bills, we have enough money in the account, but what they don't understand is they didn't take into account that getting paid in dividends. So they just took your wages. Now, any business owner knows that if you take wages, you take the bare minimum and then you take the rest in dividends. And the reason for this is because of tax reasons. You don't get so much tax, you don't get so much insurance, national insurance you have to pay if you're over in England. I'm not sure what it's like over in the USA, but over in England you get tax and national insurance on everything. So we had a financial advisor come round to the house and sat down with us. We were talking about life insurance. Now, I had about 5 different insurances, all covering almost like everything was virtually the same, but different parts covered different parts of my body, you know. But it was costing me a lot more than what he was offering. So he managed to save us some money on the life insurance, but one cover covered everything. So then we asked him about the mortgage, and we said to him, you know, what can we do about the mortgage? We're floating around at the moment. We've been floating around for about 8 years, and you know, we've been paying about five, maybe £600 a month off in the mortgage, which isn't a lot. But when you sort of think about the APR rates on these, the APR rates was actually a lot lower. So when we're paying off all this money in the mortgage, it means that only the interest is being paid off. None of the actual, you know, repayments are being paid off. So we decided to ask him to have a look into that for us. A few weeks later, he came back and he got us to sign some documents, asked us some questions about the life insurance, and we got that over and done with and sorted, which is, you know, the best life insurance that we've got. If you want to know what the life insurance is, we went with Vitality because they have a 98% payout on everything. Now, every other insurance firm, they pay, I think the maximum that some of these people pay is like 62, maybe even 58 at most, but Vitality has a 98% payout, and it covers everything for you. So if you're interested in getting life insurance, I suggest that you should go for Vitality. Now, back to the mortgages. He came up with a plan which worked a treat for us. We gone from paying nearly £600 a month to £195 a month. And the reason for this is because of what the banks don't share with you. The banks do not share this one bit of information, but what they do have, and the reason why they get away with not telling you this is because of the fact that they have it on their website. If they have it on their website, they don't have to mention it to you because it's there for your disposal at the end of the day. What they mean is that you have to go and look for it. So they're not going to make it easy to find, obviously, because they don't want you to really know about this. Now, all banks offer this, okay? And you don't have to remortgage. So you don't have to go and sit down to a long, boring, like an interview session where you're sitting in an office and they're sat there with your paperwork saying, let's plump this into the computer. Our computer says no. None of that malarkey, okay? What you have to do is you have to search on the websites from the bank websites. If you can go online banking and you have a look through your online banking, and there should be a button that says products, other services, other products. Now, a mortgage is a product, yeah, so they're offering you a product and you tie yourself into this product, and you tie yourself into this product for God knows how many years. So say for instance you get a 5-year mortgage, and then after that 5 years you get another 5-year mortgage, and you secure that point at say like a 5.8% APR. And depends on which type of mortgage you go for. You can go for a repayment mortgage, you pay it off on your house. If you go for an interest only mortgage, you pay just the interest only until that goes down. Then you have the repayments of your mortgage that you have to pay after that. So you have to pay your mortgage at the end of that interest only. Now, banks have got it good because you go to the bank, you borrow, I don't know, say £100,000 or $100,000. They turn around and say, yeah, you can take that out over 25 years. Now, £100,000 in 25 years, and you're paying £500 per month for 25 years. Now, let's figure this out. £500 a month, if we say for 10 months, is £5,000. So you're paying £6,000 a year. Now, 6 times 25, okay? 6 times 25. So you've got 12, so that's two lots, that's 2 years, 12,000, 24,000, that's 4 years, okay? You've got 48,000, that's 8 years, okay? So 48,000 in 8 years. 96,000 in 16 years. So we had 48,000 in 8 years, 96,000 in 16 years. So it's £96,000. You borrowed $100,000 or £100,000, and in 16 years you pay off 96,000. Okay, but you've taken the mortgage out for 25 years. Okay, so think about this: 96,000 in 16 years. So 96,000, so you got an extra 6,000 on top of that. 96,000, that's 100 and, what's that, 102,000? No, that's more than, no, 196,000, yeah, 102,000 in 17 years. Okay, 102,000 in 17 years. Then you got another 6,000 on top of that. 102,000, 108,000 in 18 years. 100 and, what was that, 108? So another 6 on top of that. So you got 114,000. 114,000 in 19 years. Okay? So 119,000 in 14 years. Then you've got 120,000 in 20 years. 120,000 in 20 years. You've got another 5 more years yet. Okay, so 5 more years. So you pay £6,000 off a year. So another 5 years. So 120,000. You're going to be paying up. You're going to be paying an extra 40,000 on top of your 100k. So you're paying the bank £40,000 on top of that. It's ridiculous. So they know how to make money. They know how to make money. So when you get the mortgage, you not when you get the mortgage, when you get your mortgage and you come to an end of the mortgage, and you can't remortgage, have a look for the products. It's not worrying about the actual mortgage. Don't go and like remortgage your property. Go onto their website, have a look at their product, because if you don't know about this, you'll be paying charges and everything when you remortgage every time. You'll be putting extra, oh, you remortgaged your account, blah, 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 you moved your mortgage over, it's only going to put an extra 2. So you'll be putting extra on top of it at the same time. Don't do that. Have a look for a different product. Okay, by us being guided by a financial advisor, turned around and said to us, you know, you can change your mortgage and change your product. The mortgage is a product, so you can ask to change your product. Okay, so it's all about changing the product. So we went from paying, you know, nearly £600 a month to £195 a month in one single hit. And all we did was change our product. They sent us over a form, we read the form through, we signed the form, we sent it back to them. They sent us a copy on the post, we signed it, we sent it back to them. 6 weeks later, we were paying £195 a month. I mean, am I crazy? Or am I, you know, telling you something that if I can save you some money, if I can save you £400, would you take that opportunity to do that? I mean, who wouldn't do that at the end of the day? You have to be crazy if you do not take that advice and actually have a look up on your, say your mortgage is with Barclays. My mortgage is with Barclays, so this is where I went on. I was not told about them changing the product. And this is vital for me. I wanted to change the product, okay? I wanted to make that big change. I wanted to save myself £400 a month. That's a massive amount. Now, if I'd known that about 8 years ago, I would have saved myself £18,000. 18000. Okay, 18 grand. That's a lot of money. I'm not happy with the fact that I wasn't told about this. So, you know, you can see I get a little bit more passionate about trying to save people money. That's why I'm doing videos on the first steps of business. I'm telling you the right sort of ways to go. I haven't ran a successful business for 5 years. My salon is a successful business. It's been running for 5 years, so that obviously says something. My turnover, you're talking about, you know, nearly 6-figure digits a year. So I'm telling you that if I can save you £400 at home by doing this one simple thing, would you not do that? Would you just turn around and ignore it because you have to do a little bit of work for it? All you have to do is just go onto the website. I bank with Barclays. My mortgage is with Barclays. I decided that I was going to do a try and remortgage with Barclays. They wouldn't give me a mortgage, so you know I was stuck on a catch-22. I was floating around for about 8 years, and then the financial advisor told us about this, and we're going to do this every time now. There's stuff the mortgages at the end of the day. I'm going to just renew my product. Get a different product each time. If they're going to offer me stupid amounts, I mean, we got the mortgage account from, I don't know, I think it was like 5.9% down to 1.95. 1.95%. I mean, how ridiculous is that? I'm paying £195 a month to live in my house to pay off my mortgage, and the rest of the money I can plough back into other things. So I've now freed up £400 a month. Who wouldn't want to take that option and that opportunity to change their mortgage? It's ridiculous. It really is. The reason why they don't tell you this is because they don't want you to know this. It's on their website. So they're not breaking any laws, but they don't want to tell you this. They don't want to tell you that option, because otherwise everyone would be doing it. And if everyone would be doing it, they won't be making that much money. Think about it. £100,000, they make £140,000. Weigh up the pros and cons. At the end of the day, they want to make about 40 grand off you in that 25 years. I mean, they're going to be charging you whatever they like, really, at the end of the day. They're the banks. That's how they make money. They make money out of this pot and put it into this pot, and so on and so on. So I'm just sharing this bit of information with you. I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute, and I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so Bear with me, guys, and I'll show you shortly. Bye for now. Okay, guys, obviously it's quite late now, so everybody's in bed, and as promised, I'm going to be talking to you about what the banks don't want you to know. So I found the page up here. This is Barclays. This is who I'm with at the moment. Okay, I'm not going to log in because I don't need to, but as soon as you hover your mouse over mortgage, under products, this is what it is. Under products, it has mortgage rates and charges. Now let me tell you something. They don't tell you about this stuff. They don't tell you that you can go online and you can actually apply for this. So you don't need to go into the bank and see someone. You just need to go in and go into products, and it says mortgage rates and charges. So it gives you all the options on here, but if you go to mortgage rates and charges, the mortgage rates table, okay, so you can find out what the table is. So if you click on this, it will download a PDF folder. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to enlarge it for you so you can see. So you can see here, you can get a 2-year offset tracker interest rate. Okay, now you can pay a fee for this, redemption of 1% or whatever, but look at the base rate here, 1.75. That means you'll be paying like £175 a month. You go even lower at 1.49, but these have got like prices on there on how much it costs. Now you can go for something with overall cost in comparison 3.5 APR rate. Okay, so this here, that's not what you are looking at the moment. This is what it's going to go up to afterwards. There's no fee involved, okay, and this one's at 2.39, but there's also one up here for 1.79. okay, so that means you'll be paying for a 2-year fixed rate until the 31st of the 1st 2019 at 1.79%, no fee. Okay, so they go up. There's 1.9, this one here is 2.35. so why would you choose these slightly higher ones? Why don't you go for a lower one? You want to have as low as you can possibly get it for 2 years or so, with no product fee at the lowest rate, so then you can overpay your mortgage back and you can make less payments in the long run. So why wouldn't you want to do this? That's just ridiculous. I mean, look at this here. These are offering you like tracker mortgages and so on and so on at 0% product fee, so it doesn't cost you anything. You know, you just keep on going. This is just with Barclays, 1.99%, 2-year fixed rate. Look, 5-year fixed rate, that's a 4.3. So why would you pay that when you can go for a 185 or 1.5? That's £1,000 to just to get that. But you can do next one down, 0, 1.85. You just look for the ones without the product fee. I mean, 1.78. I mean, ridiculous days. So you can apply for these and they'll send you the paperwork,
you're not switching your mortgage, you're just applying for a new product. So this is what I'm saying. They want you to believe that you have to go in and you have to sit down with someone and they'll talk you through and probably turn around and say, oh, well, you can't have a mortgage. And this is what was happening to me and my partner ages ago. We couldn't get a mortgage, so it became difficult. So we couldn't get a mortgage, and we were floating around for about 8 years, which cost us about £18,000. And if we knew about this back then, we would have done it. I mean, this is ridiculous. So it tells you all the terms and conditions along here. So it's not as if they're not gonna not accept you. They're gonna accept you because of the fact that you are buying a product off of the bank. So this is with Barclays. Barclays, I mean, you can go to the mortgage calculator. Let's have a look. Reason for mortgage. I don't really want to do this. Let's, how many applicants? 2. How much do you want to buy? Say this is like move to a new home. Continue. Applicant 1. Let's just say like £10,000 yearly. And applicant 2, say £24,000. Just out of curiosity, because that's like the average. Combined in compliments, probably about £1,200. 1,000 monthly. Deposit, I don't know, say 30,000. Continue. You told us 35 at this income. Alright, okay, that's correct. Okay. Our deposit. What does it mean by that? Please enter the amount you plan to pay up front towards the property purchase. Don't include the amounts that you need to pay back, like money borrowed from family providers, credit cards. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Such idiots, man. Let's change that to like 44,000 then. Stupid donkeys. So with a combined income of 50 grand a year, they'll only lend you your rough property budget is 143,550,000. It's ridiculous. You could borrow 113,550. Your deposit is this. So if I bring the deposit down to 0, oh look, you told us that your income is 54,000. It's ridiculous. So, what's the point of trying to apply for a mortgage when you can just do this? Easy as that. Apply for a new product. Go to whatever bank you're with, and will be payable made up to the loan at interest. Yeah, so you go to the bank that you're with, and then after, you can, as long as they got like online banking, you're not really speaking to anybody, so therefore they're not advising you. So when they're not advising you, that's when they make things a little bit more easier, because you sign a terms and contract that they haven't advised you, but you don't need them to advise you because you read through everything. You know what you want. You want how much you want to be paying, and paying a good 1.74, 1.75 I see here. So why would you mess with that? And then when that term's up, you just do the same again. Apply for a new product. So you don't have to remortgage and go into and pay this extra. Just look for the one with a no product fee. When it comes to an end, you just do the same again. Okay? So this is me signing out from what banks don't want you to know. So hopefully this information has shared some new light for you on remortgaging, if you are looking to remortgage or you're looking to save a few pounds here and there. But I'm just telling you what we did and how we saved £400 a month. So this is a great tip. Please use it as of when. Bye for now. This is Kevin JP Ebsworth signing out.